Hi there, dear friends. This is Grace, and welcome to another process video. This is number 87, and it's entitled Helen Hunt Falls, and it's a double page spread. So this was based off of a sketch in March, but I was late in submitting it, so I don't even remember because I usually throw out my little cheat sheet of challenges at the end of the month. So I apologize if I don't give credit where credit is due. I will try to find it, and if I do, I will make sure to add it to the details box in the description below. But I'm starting off with some purple cardstock, and usually I cut out the centers of the page when I'm doing these kinds of backgrounds, but I have a lot of those cardstocks and I haven't been doing a lot of cards. So I just figured, you know what, this time I'm not even going to bother cutting it out. I do have a lot of those purple cardstock if I do want to create a card with that base. So I'm just going to skip that step and move forward. These papers are from the memorandum line of pink paisley. I love that line, and I've enjoyed using that in a lot of my pages in March, and I think I am planning on using some of that in April as well. Um, so you might notice that some of my pages that I've created or I've shared in the beginning of April is still projects from March. I do apologize if that's a little bit late. I just am really busy with school, and so I don't get a lot of time to carve out to, edit and do voiceovers and do that stuff when I am creating. So I hope that it's not so bad for you to be seeing layouts that are not so fresh. And if that's an issue, let me know. And if you have any suggestions on how I can juggle everything, leave that in the comment section below, and I would love to hear it as well. So the sketch, the initial sketch that I based it off had this long strip of paper in the center and then had a circle in the middle. And I didn't want to do the circle because I feel like I've done a lot of that circle before in my other pages. So what I did was I cut out, I believe that's an 8x8 square, and then I just turned it over to make it look like a diamond, and that's what I will be doing with this page. I also added a border on the top and the bottom of the floral paper, and it's a diagonal stripe, and I cut out the edges of it with a border punch from Fiskars, and then I'm just cutting out my pictures and laying them out. So my smaller photos will all be on the left side, and then my one 4x6 main focal point photo will be on the right side. I also typed my journaling. The thing that makes me efficient lately is because I know a lot of these event-based pages that I'm making, I've already kind of done the journaling because I've blogged about it. And so what I would do is I'd grab the words that I have written on my blog, and I just copy and paste it out on a text box, and then I would go ahead and print that out. So I have a lot of words to say on this, and I really like that. I want to be able to go back to doing that because it helps with the journaling, because when I blog about it, it's really fresh on my mind, and I am able to write down all the things that I remember, versus when I am ready to scrapbook it, and that's like 2 or 3 years after the fact, then I don't remember some of the little details. So I'm hoping that by me not really working in the scrapbook industry anymore and just focusing on being just a regular scrapper, and then plus with all of the other things that I need to do in life, like being a mom and a student, that I'm hoping that I will be able to go back to blogging, just just for myself, so I can have that um, documentation of the things that we did, and I will have the journaling all ready, so that even if it takes me years to actually scrapbook that, and I wouldn't be so worried that I have forgotten a lot of the little details of the event. Anyways, while I was talking, I did mat my focal point picture with yellow cardstock, and then I added a punched kind of a notebook tear type edge on some of those purple papers that I used on the right side, the diamond shape paper that I used. I cut a little piece of that, added a border, and then I added that to my journaling just so that I can connect that purple paper on the left to the right, and also to add some interest to my journaling because it was just a plain white journaling block. And then I'm adding my title. I have these thickers, and I'm not sure if it's an Amy Tangerine one, but I know it's thickers, and it's just chipboard. It's white background, and then it has a very thin kind of pen line of the letters in the middle. I like it because the pen lines create or the white background, I should say, create kind of a border around that thin pencil or pen line of the letters. It's really cute. And then I'm just adding that there. I have some butterflies here that I had cut out from my silhouette die cut machine. So in the beginning of March, I think it's the beginning of March, I watched all of the videos of Ashley Horton that she has as part of a class at scrapbook.com, and it's free for anybody who wants to sign up for it. You just watch all of the classes, and if you want to participate, you can make your pages, and then when you upload it, to make sure that you um, is it linking or adding? I can't remember what you do, but if you want to add it to the class, you can as well. Anyways, she had the butterfly design as part of a free cut file for that class, and so you just download it, and then you of course open it up on your Silhouette software, and then you go from there. So I cut out the butterfly in two different sizes, one that's this the normal size that it was, and then another one that's a slightly smaller, and I cut that in two different papers so that I can layer them. And so I'm just adhering, or I'm just placing all of my pictures, and I'm going to be adhering that in a little bit here. I inked up that purple one with some yellow ink from SCI, and just to kind of bring out some of that yellow that you see in the floral paper in the background. And I'm using some American Crafts adhesive for this. I got that at Tuesday Morning. And somebody mentioned, I think it was Tracy, mentioned something about why am I not just using ATG for all of my adhesive because it's cheaper. And I do agree with that. Sometimes it is cheaper, but I also, like before I was into ATG, I had a lot of different adhesives. And so I kind of wanted to use them all up before I go and buy some more of the ATG gun refill. And that's part of me, I don't want to say adhering, but kind of, yeah, I would use the word adhering to my one little word this year, which is sufficient. So I really am trying to go through my stuff and just use what I have. I do buy still. I don't think I could ever like go on a freeze just because there's so many fun stuff out there. But I am consciously trying to use as much of my items or as much of the stuff that I have on hand before I go and buy some more stuff. So I hope that makes any sense. I am adhering all of the elements here. This page took me about 36 minutes, and I think one of the reasons why it took me that fast, being that it's a double page spread, is because I have already printed out my journaling, and I am going by with a sketch, and I'm working with a collection. So like the papers are all from the same collection, well, except the ones from the butterflies. I grabbed that from my scraps, but everything else is pretty much kind of set, and I am just going to be decorating now. So I have these rhinestones from Doodlebug, and I'm just adding some rhinestones in the center of the top butterfly, sorry, top butterflies, just to finish off the butterflies, because they don't seem like they're really finished if there's nothing in the middle of them. And then I'm also going to be adding a few more accents here and there. Some of these accents I'm just kind of grabbing from my stash, stuff that I have on my table. And I actually was able to put together 21 pages in the month of March. So I was really, the mojo was really going for me in the month of March, and I was really happy about that. I'm not sure what April will be, but I hope that I will continue to just press forward and work on. My goal this year is to be able to at least scrapbook everything up to 2014. So if I can get caught up to 2 years from today, then I will be happy, because I've always said that I don't want to get caught up, because if I get caught up, then what am I going to be scrapbooking? But at the same time, I feel like there's so many stories to tell that I need to at least, plug along. And so if I'm not working towards, um, what's the word I'm thinking of? If I'm not working towards getting that gap closer to one another, then I get more overwhelmed. I hope I'm making sense when I say that. So yeah, I'm just trying to really focus on getting most of the event-based scrapbooking done up to 2014, and then I could kind of relax a little bit and not be too worried. Right now I'm working on years 2011 to 2014, and so I'm hoping to get that done, those 3 years, this year. So let's cross our fingers. And I also added some wood accents from We Are Memory Keepers. Again, these are all just from my stash and stuff that I have like next to my table or at my table. And then I just sprayed some gold glimmer mist. Here are some close-ups. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I do read them. Sometimes not soon, but I try to comment if I can, and I do appreciate you stopping by and watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't, or hit the thumbs up button. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.